What's your name?
I'm Trish. I live in Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn. And what's happening in Brooklyn that you're working on that sort of feels like it's creating a commons for tomorrow?
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily something that I'd say I'm working on as much as it's something that I'm feeling the sort of daily impact of, the city budget process.
Oh, yes.
And so we're just consistently being faced with things that sort of touch our daily lives that are the result of cuts to the city budget.
Yeah.
And so it's obviously like the distribution of our tax dollars, but it's things like bus lines getting cut, things like
Subway lines even, right?
subway lines getting limited or cut,
Yeah.
things like access to social services. There's just a neighbor that I was talking to who was talking about the fact that the place where she drops her mother off for adult daycare, and then the place where she drops her kid off for childcare, the services are both getting cut.
Oh, my.
Within sort of a 6-block radius, and so there's just this feeling that the state of the commons right now is pretty tenuous, and that people are feeling sort of the daily impact of it. The stories about how people are able to get involved in these processes with just a little bit of education about how these processes work. So, there are voting bodies, obviously, that help to control legislation, but also in terms of budget approval and how these different resources get allocated, it really apparently only takes a very minimal amount of education about how to insert yourself into the process. We've been finding that, the process of getting 2 or 3 community members onto these different boards or as part of the budget approval processes, it's actually sort of laughably simple. And so what we've been trying to do is just learn more about those different processes, and then do some leadership development so that people feel equipped to be able to sit on some of those decision-making bodies. Well, we have a really great Celebrate Brooklyn program, which is basically it's a summer concert series, and most of the shows are free, and it's people that you would pay $100 to see anywhere else in the country or the world, but they come and they play in Brooklyn for free. It's such a diverse community that comes out, and and it's just so that's something that I really love in the summer. And there's street fairs and farmers market, things like that.